About 150 years ago, there was a revolt against the traditional method of teaching language with a lot of boring reading and dictionary work and a lot of grammar. People began paying attention to teaching speaking abilities and conversational abilities. They came up with big books with lots of conversations. And what would you do with the conversations? You'd memorize them. This is the same method that's being used nowadays in Rosetta Stone and Pimsleur, where you memorize a conversation. Even though Rosetta Stone claims that you have free conversation, it's really a very marginal part, and it's not very free. Mostly you're memorizing conversations, and what you get with that is memorized sentences. I was given a course in Indonesian when I was about to be a teaching assistant in Russian. I still remember the biggest sentence. It took me a week to memorize it, and I've never used it. It's Pukul berapa kapal terbang berangkat ke Surabaya? What time does the plane leave for Surabaya? When am I going to use this sentence? And if I did use it at the airport in Indonesia, I wouldn't understand the answer anyway. So it's boring memorization. I was very enthusiastic when I started as a teaching assistant in Russian. My students knew it was boring memorization, and they didn't get much out of it. The problem with memorizing sentences and conversations is that you have only fixed sentences to work with. You can't be creative. You can't say what you want to say. You get into a taxi cab in Italy and you find out, oh boy, this taxi driver must have studied with a different Italian course. No, he speaks Italian. He says what he wants to say. I wanted to be able to do that too. The Mim Mem method, mimicry and memorization, just does not allow the kind of creativity you need to use a language.